What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video today, and in this video we are doing the 43rd installment of Random Model Airports. Today we're going to be doing the Buffalo Niagara International Airport. We have a handful of suggestions in this airport update. Thank you to MSRTNA Productions, BUF.Aviation, and Hamad for suggesting this airport. That is a record now for Random Model Airports, the most suggestions with a total of 3. If you have any new suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. I do have some brief history that I do want to talk about here as we take a look at the last airport here in the upstate New York area, as I've now done pretty much all of them. I've done Albany, I've done Syracuse, I've done Rochester, and now Buffalo. This opened as the Buffalo Municipal Airport in 1926. First air service began here the very next year, both passenger and airmail. The first terminal expansion was completed in the mid-1950s, which added more gates to the existing facility. It was renamed to the Greater Buffalo International Airport by the end of the decade in 1959. A new concourse was built in 1961 for American Airlines, and then the first jets came just a few years later in American 727s. The West Terminal was completed in 1971. It was intended as a temporary facility before they built a new airport that would serve both Rochester and Buffalo. So they had this concept back in the 1970s where the two cities would essentially have one airport, but that plan never really materialized. As the decade went on, you had some larger aircraft coming into Buffalo pretty often, like the American DC-10 from Chicago O'Hare, Eastern L-1011s, and Airbus A300s to Atlanta. The current terminal, which you see here right in front of you, opened in 1997 and expanded in 2001. Just a couple of years ago, some renovations were completed. And then right before we get into the update, we do have some new services that are coming around. All of these are seasonal. American will be beginning service to Miami on November 11th. Frontier to Fort Myers will begin on November 17th, and then Southwest will resume their Fort Myers service on January 13th of 2024. So, without further ado, let's get started. At Gate 2, we have this Frontier Airbus A320neo. This aircraft arrived in from Orlando International as Flight 1298 at 6:01 p.m., delayed from a 5:06 p.m. scheduled arrival, so a delay of 55 minutes for this aircraft. Moving on to our American section, we've got a total of 4 planes to take a look at for this particular airline. We've got 2 regional jets here as well. Next here at gate number 3, we have this American Eagle Embraer ERJ-145. This aircraft arrived in from Philadelphia as Flight 5804, operated by Piedmont, at 10:05 p.m., had of a scheduled 10:12 p.m. arrival. At gate 4, we have this American Eagle CRJ-900. This aircraft arrived in from Washington Reagan as Flight 5128, operated by PSA, at 4:05 p.m., had of a scheduled 4:30 p.m. arrival. I feel like as if it's appropriate for me to just quickly mention that the PSA and Piedmont retro liveries are back on the Airbus A321, registrations of November 5A1 and 5A2 Uniform Whiskey. At Gate 5, we have this American Airbus A321 with the CFM engines. This aircraft arrived in from Charlotte as Flight 2301 at 7:09 p.m., delayed from a 6:41 p.m. scheduled arrival, so a 28-minute delay for this aircraft. Moving on to Gate 6, we have this American 737-800 coming in from Dallas-Fort Worth as Flight 574 at 11:56 p.m., delayed from an 11:18 p.m. scheduled arrival, so a delay of just under 40 minutes here, 38 minutes to be specific, for this aircraft. Next up at Gate 7, we have this JetBlue Airbus A320 with the plaid tail. This aircraft arrived in from Orlando International as Flight 1586. Significantly delayed here, arriving at 12:46 a.m. from a 6:58 p.m. scheduled arrival. So the flights I'm using are a bit old in this update from about 3 weeks ago when this video comes out, Friday, September 1st. So I created the schedule way in advance because I didn't know exactly how my commitments were going to plan out and if I was going to be busy on this weekend. But nevertheless, found free time to film it, and here we are. So this delay right here, just under 6 hours, and I feel bad for the folks that were on this flight. That's quite a significant delay here. Next up at Gate 10, we have this United Express Embraer 175 coming in from Newark as Flight 3412, operated by Republic Airways at 10:27 a.m., had of a scheduled 10:48 a.m. arrival. Next to that at Gate 12, we have this United 737-800 in the Evo Blue livery, coming in from Chicago O'Hare as Flight 2365 at 4:15 p.m., had of a scheduled 4:35 p.m. arrival. Moving into our Southwest section here, we're kind of jumping around at gate numbers now, so just be prepared. The layout of Buffalo is a little interesting. But right here at Gate 15, we have the Southwest 737-800. This came in from Baltimore as Flight 2903, arriving at 3:36 p.m., had of a scheduled 3:40 p.m. arrival. At gate 16, we have the Southwest 737 MAX 8, also coming in from Baltimore as flight 4857 at 12:32 p.m., delayed from a 12:15 p.m. scheduled arrival, so just a 17-minute delay for this aircraft. And wouldn't you know it, the Southwest 737 MAX 8 Desert Gold makes an appearance in back-to-back airport updates. So you may have seen this in last week's video when I had San Diego International Airport on the table, featuring Plane Spotter DK. Again, make sure to go check out that airport update and also that guy's Instagram account, a very applicable account, if you will. So that was quite the fun update to do, and I hope to bring on more special guests in future Random Model Airport updates, so be sure to message me if you're interested in doing that. Nevertheless, we do have the Southwest 737 MAX 8 Desert Gold coming in from Orlando International as flight 1228 at 12:43 p.m. ahead of a scheduled 12:45 p.m. arrival. Moving on to gate 20, we have this Delta Connection Embraer 175. Yes, I am very happy that Gemini Jets is going to do the enhanced winglet version here very soon. Sometime around February of next year is when I anticipate that to come out. This aircraft arrived in from New York LaGuardia as flight 5821, operated by Republic Airways, at 10:25 p.m. ahead of a scheduled 10:46 p.m. arrival. This one doesn't have the jet bridge connected, so I'll just go ahead and pretend that this aircraft is just pulling into the gate. This Delta 717-200 came in from Detroit as flight 2692 at 4:36 p.m. ahead of a scheduled 4:38 p.m. arrival. We wrap around now to check out the rest of the Delta aircraft, and then one more United aircraft and a roaming aircraft to round everything out. At gate 25, we have this Delta Airbus A320 coming in from Atlanta as flight 2021 at 12:46 p.m. ahead of a scheduled 1:05 p.m. arrival. At gate 23, we have this Delta Connection CRJ 900 coming in from Detroit as flight 5165, operated by Endeavor Air, at 9:20 a.m. ahead of a scheduled 9:41 a.m. arrival. In our last aircraft at the terminal here at gate number 14, we had this United Express CRJ 550 coming in from Chicago O'Hare as flight 4448, operated by GoJet Airlines at 9:34 p.m., delayed from an 8:54 p.m. scheduled arrival, so a delay of 40 minutes for this aircraft. And that is everything we have here at the terminal. We got one more aircraft, and then we'll conclude the video. And the last aircraft in this update, we have this Allegiant Airbus A320. This arrived in from Indianapolis as flight 4810 at 11:06 a.m. ahead of a scheduled 11:29 a.m. arrival. So I'm led to believe that this is some sort of charter flight. But since I made this schedule a few weeks ago, I don't exactly remember what this was for. So if any Buffalo spotters know what this particular charter flight was for, let me know in the comments. But I'll try to do my own research as well, and I'll pop up any information that is applicable if I do find anything. And that is everything that we have here for the Buffalo Niagara International Airport. One quick thing that I do want to talk about here, as we are getting pretty close to the end of the month of September, we're going to have a bit of a schedule change here on the channel. Effective on October 1st, we will have a new schedule for the weekly airport updates. The first Friday of the month will feature this series, Random Model Airports. The second Friday of the month will be Retro FSD. Third Friday of the month will be a Des Moines International Airport update, and then the last Friday of the month will be the Sioux Falls Regional Airport update. As some of you may have noticed, the existing month schedules are not used in my recurring series, as I've had to utilize some of the schedules from the previous month in those Sioux Falls and Des Moines Airport updates, because those have been scheduled at the first 2 weeks of the month. So I've decided that this would be helpful in order to get the latest possible schedules for those recurring series, and then put the other series up at the front of the month, just so that we have that all set. Any months that do have 5 Fridays will have a second Random Model Airport update. This will occur between the Des Moines and the Sioux Falls Airport update videos, so be sure to keep an eye out for that when we do have another month with 5 Fridays. And that will conclude this video. So with that being said, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.